everyone, and welcome back. As always, I am your girl, Candy Washington, and we are here for a fun and light Kiki talking about episode 2 of season 2 of Belle Collective that is on OWN TV. So, here we believe that a Kiki is always better with community. So, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share with a friend. Get your popcorn, get your tea, because we're going to spill it and just have some fun. All right, with that, let's get into it, guys. All right, so like I said, we are on season 2, episode 2 of Belle Collective with the ladies. And I have to say, I am really excited for this upcoming season. I think it's going to be drama. I think it's going to be tea being spilled. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. We got some new blood. We have some new ladies, and I'm here for it. Let's start out with Letitia. Okay, so Letitia is spinning this, in my mind, very forced, scripted narrative about the side baby with her husband, Glenn, that she allegedly had no idea about. I'm calling BS on that. Letitia, you knew about the side baby. You did. And again, everybody, this is just my opinion, a fun Kiki. Allegedly. You knew about the side baby. The conversation Letitia had with Glenn seemed really scripted and very, very forced. Like when anybody is in conversation and they're like, look, or they're like, well, when I said, it always seems very scripted and forced. I think that Letitia knew about Glenn indiscretions. I think she probably had her own. I think they probably had an agreement. When you're on the road, you do you, boo-boo. When you're on the road, then I get to do me, boo-boo. And she also let it slip because, again, people always tell themselves. She said, I knew about the affair. I knew it was going on. So it wasn't this sort of like one-time slip up and then oops, he got this girl pregnant and you had no idea about the baby. You let it slip that you knew about the ongoing affair. When you call something an affair, that means it was ongoing. That means it was multiple times. That means she was like an actual mistress person for a while. So Letitia, you slipped up. You said you knew about the affair. That means it's ongoing. If it was one time and it was this one discretion, you'd be like, that time you cheated on me or whatever, right? But you're calling it an affair, ongoing. You knew about it. You knew about the side baby. He said he even reached out multiple times for a DNA test. This is what I think. Again, just my opinion, just lighthearted Kiki. I think that Letitia and Glenn both knew about the side baby. I think that Glenn probably pays the mother of the baby under the table. A sort of situation like, I'll slide you some cash. Don't take me to court. Don't put anything on the docket. Don't put anything on writing or in paper. And don't come after me for child support, but let me just slip you, you know what I mean? Let me just slip you some money under the table to take care of the side baby. I think Letitia's doing this for a storyline. I also think she's doing it to save face so she doesn't look like a fool now that it's come out publicly that he has been cheating on her and that he has a side baby. So I think it's all very contrived. That's what I think going on there. Also, Letitia, with your new homegirl, Akeisha. If I mispronounce it, no disrespect. All right. So Akeisha is a new girl brought in by Letitia because allegedly they're supposed to be partnering on the Ferris Street Project. So the Ferris Street Project is them trying to do a new renaissance of Black businesses, Black entrepreneurs in Jackson. And Ferris Street used to be sort of like, Black Wall Street there. So now this girl Akeisha's coming in. Okay, my thoughts on Akeisha. Initially, I kind of liked her. I thought she had this sort of bravada and confidence, cocky. But as the episode continued, I really did not like her at all. She just came across as very fake, very phony. She came across as a one-upper. And she came across as someone who is hiding something, right? Like, what are you hiding, Akeisha? I think, and I don't usually agree with Marie on anything, but I 100% agree with Marie when she was like, when somebody is that talkative, that chatty, that one-upping, those are the people you got to watch out for. Those are the people with something to hide, and those are the people who aren't being authentic and genuine. And I agree with that. Like, Aikisha, what are you hiding? What are you hiding? Like, you're coming in and you're trying to front. You're one of the people who kind of like watch the Housewives or they watch reality shows like this, and you think that you have to be this caricature of a person. So I don't think we've yet to see the real Aikisha. Like, if somebody is talking and every single time, well, actually, my family built the first, and actually, we did the first, and we did the first, and we did the first, and we did millions. I'm like, if you did everything, to me, I'm kind of like, you did nothing, boo boo. So I'm really, really curious to see what skeletons come out of Aikisha's closet, because she's definitely hiding something. All the math is not mathing. She's a one-upper. I thought her clowning Letitia's brunch, I thought that was really shady. Like, if you think that your plate is dirty, then you quietly get a new plate. You don't try and embarrass other people, right? And I feel like Aikisha really was trying to embarrass Letitia. So if I was Letitia, I would be very cautious trying to go into business with someone who feels like they need to one up, they need to take all the credit, and they need to outshine, and they have no problem trying to clown you and embarrass you, which is what Aikisha was doing to Letitia. So that's kind of how I feel about her. There's some weird stuff going on. Marie and her mom, and then we can talk about Marie and Latrice, okay? So Marie and her mom, that whole scene to me was heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking, because I think that when your mother or anybody that you love in your life is addicted to drugs or has some type of addiction, it's hard, because usually, unless that person is really able to like 100% kick that addiction, you never get that person back. You know, it's really like they are taken over by the addiction. And that person that you knew, that person that you want to know, is no longer there. And you could see that in her mom, you know. And I say this from a place of love and a place of respect and a place of not understanding as that I've ever been through it, but understanding as like watching it, right? It just was really, really sad and really hard to watch, because sometimes you don't realize that when it's someone in your life, that the addiction really is a disease, and it really does take the person over. All right, so let's talk about Marie and Latrice. Marie, girl, sit down. I don't think anybody is believing that Latrice was really out here in the streets trying to take down Marie's business and exposing her about her alleged Medicaid fraud. I believe Latrice 1000% in this situation. I think Latrice probably was going to the people and being like, don't say that, or, you know, let's shut it down. Because even though Latrice and Marie may not get together, may not get along, I don't think that Latrice is a mean, nasty, manipulative, contriving person that would do that. I really like Latrice. I actually think she's really cool. I think she's funny. I think she's really smart. She's a boss babe. I don't get any of that type of like calculated, backstabbing, malicious type vibes from Latrice. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't think that. And like she said, she's like, I'm from the hood. We don't snitch. So I think what's going on is sometimes where there's smoke, there's fire. You know, there's allegations that, you know, Marie was defrauding Medicaid or whatever it was. Like a lot of these people who get on reality TVs, they have fraudulent businesses. They're doing X, Y, and Z. And then the IRS and the feds and all these people come down on them. Again, this is all alleged. I don't know if she was doing fraud or not. But Marie wants a scapegoat. So she's using Latrice as her scapegoat, right? So she's basically saying, oh no, Latrice, you said this. Oh, you put this out on me, rather than owning the fact that, hey, maybe the books don't add up. Maybe somebody is cooking the books. Maybe there is truth in this. Maybe you're losing clients, and maybe this is going on because of something that you have done that has been fraudulent, right? So like, maybe it isn't so much the problem is with Latrice. Maybe actually the problem is you and your bookkeeping and the fraudulent stuff. Because again, I don't think Latrice was behind the scenes trying to bring down Marie's business. I don't think she actually cares that much. And I don't think she has it in her personality to be that conniving. So I believe Latrice on this. I really do. I want her to gain a little bit of weight. But you know what? I don't say that in a body shaming way. I want to be clear, no body shaming here. She just seems a little gaunt. I don't know if it's from stress. I don't know if it's from, I don't know. But just it seems, I don't know. I just think she has a little bit more oomph, a little bit more youthfulness to her when she kind of has a little bit more meat on her bones, you know? So I'm saying it from a place of love, not from a place of body shaming at all, by any means. So Gucci. Okay, so to me, so Gucci so far hasn't really been giving. Like, if your name is so Gucci, like I need more. I need more from her. Like I don't really see her being a part of the show. If that makes sense. Like I know it's only episode 2, but she's in the credits. She's a Belle of the Belle Collective, but I don't really see her contributing. Like she kind of has one shady line here or there, but I don't really know who she is. I don't really know her dynamic. I don't know who she's really friends with. I don't really know anything about So Gucci so much, just that she's over the top every time she talks. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get more from her throughout the season, but if you're going to be a credited Belle in the credits, like even though it's episode 2, I still need to know who you are. I know more about Akeisha, and Akeisha really just came on the scene this episode that I do about So Gucci. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see with that. What else is up? What else happened? Tambra was also flat this episode, right? I mean, she was there. She showed up at the brunch. She introduced Akeisha to the group. So she was there, but she wasn't really giving, right? She wasn't really giving. There wasn't really a lot that Tambra did this particular episode, but that's okay. I'm sure she'll pick up more throughout the season, and she's always a good personality. She's a good filler. She's a good connector. Now, when it came to Marie and Letitia's fighting at the brunch, what in the ghetto-ness was that situation? I felt bad for Letitia, but at the same time, I'm like, Letitia, you need to get a backbone. You need to stop being so codependent. You need to stop trying to be monkey in the middle and make everything right for Marie when your friend is dead wrong. If Marie doesn't have enough respect for you to just be cordial and, quite frankly, normal during your brunch, that right there shows you she's not that good of a friend to you. If I'm throwing a brunch and my friend has no problem clowning me, clowning my guest, storming out and yelling and having a huge fight and having a stink attitude and negative energy, that right there shows me the level of respect that you have for me. Because if Marie, even if you have an issue with Latrice, and your issue with Latrice honestly isn't really with Latrice, your issue is the fact that your alleged fraudulent activities are being exposed. Latrice really did nothing to you, Marie. I think that Marie is just bothered by Latrice because I think that Marie would want to be Latrice. I really do. I think she would want to look like her. I think she would want her money. I think she would want her lifestyle. I think she would want all of it. So I really think that Marie is just, I'm going to say it, I think she's just jealous of Latrice to her core. To her core. I think Latrice's essence bothers Marie. I don't really think Latrice has done anything to Marie. You know what I mean? But if Marie could not put her own issues and jealousy aside to be respectful to her good girlfriend, her alleged bestie, Letitia, that is so disrespectful. Like, if I was Letitia, this is how I would have handled that situation. If my alleged bestie was acting funky, had a bad attitude, didn't want to participate, got up and stormed off, I would be like, you know what? Clear her plate, clear her side of the table, and let's keep the brunch moving and popping. Because what Marie did, hey, Vaca, what's up? Hey, happy Saturday. Yes, happy Belle Collective recap. What's up? That's right, you guys. As you come in, candy canes, say hi, drop your candy canes, like the video, subscribe, and share with a friend. Hey, Vaca, where does the show come on? I've never seen it. Okay, so Belle Collective comes on OWN TV on Friday nights. And it's good. It's like It's like a Real Housewives Atlanta Potomac vibe on OWN. You see what I'm saying? It's sort of like that. It's another Carlos King. It's another Carlos King on OWN. Yay, happy Saturday! Yes, 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 yes. It's another Carlos King show on OWN. You see what I'm saying? So basically, the sitch. Exactly, exactly. Yes, 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 yes. So the way I would have handled Marie if I was Letitia, I would have been like, okay, you're allegedly my best friend, yet you're throwing a temper tantrum at my brunch. You're embarrassing me and you're clowning me. Clear her plate and let's continue on with the brunch. And I would have held my head high. I would have laughed it off and we would have continued with the brunch. To me, Letitia kind of showed her maturity level. Because if someone's having a temper tantrum and is ruining your brunch, and then you run after them to cater to them, to do all of this stuff, and now you've left your entire table, that shows your maturity level. And even though I don't really rock with Akeisha, because I think Akeisha is probably hiding a lot of stuff, like I think she probably has a lot of skeletons in her closet. She probably doesn't have everything she says she has, because people who really have stuff don't really talk about it. If anything, they play down their stuff, right? Instead of being a one-upper like Keisha is. But I agree with her that, like, I personally wouldn't go into business with Letitia or Akeisha. One, because Letitia is acting like a child too. You're running up after a grown woman at your brunch. Like, girl, like, you got to get it together. You got to pick the battles and you got to compartmentalize. If someone's having a temper tantrum and is a whole adult, let them go and you continue on and you have your brunch. Why was Letitia running up after Marie and then arguing and fussing and then trying to bring Latrice into the situation? No, Latrice was like, miss me with this. This is crazy. And Akeisha is a one-upper. And then she also kind of low-key kept trying to shade and clown Letitia. So I wouldn't go into business with somebody like that either. I'm not going to go into business with someone who has to continuously try to show and prove that they're better than everybody else, right? Miss me with that. So that to me was absolutely whack and really crazy. And it shows you really who Marie is. And it also shows you who Letitia is. And maybe that's why no one really, because even remember last season, Letitia was trying to do Fair Street and nobody really wanted to do business with her. Well, this is why. Like, did you learn nothing from last season brunches? You know? Who wants to go into business with someone acting like that? But side note, who I actually thought the MVP of the episode was Letitia's friends from back home or whoever, right? Because I'm like, listen, I'm here for the petty. So at the brunch, when Letitia and Marie went off and they were yelling and fighting and doing all the drama, I did have to give points to Letitia's two friends who had came from back home or wherever they came from. And they got up and they're like, oh, no, what's going on? We got to go check out our girl. Like that, I was just like, yes, MVP status, because I'm all about loyalty, right? I'm all about loyalty. So I was just like, they're the MVPs of the show. They're the MVPs of this episode, because that shows you what a real friend is. Marie throwing an adult temper tantrum about Latrice being there. She's not your friend. She's not your friend, boo-boo. She's not your friend. But her two friends, hearing that she's in distress, getting up and being like, not on our watch, I was like, those are your friends. Those are your friends. Those are the people you need to rock with. Those are the people you need to be with. So that was really my recap, you guys. Unless you guys have any questions or comments or candy canes you want to drop in the comment box, that was my recap. Letitia, I'll just do a quick one for people who just got in right now. Letitia, I think her whole storyline with Glenn is scripted and fake. I think her and Glenn knew about the side baby. I think Glenn pays the side baby's mother off under the table. Don't take me to court. Don't get me on child support. I'll send you a little something every month. I think Letitia knew the whole time. And this whole her finding out now is BS. You knew it because she told on herself. She said she knew about the ongoing affair. So you knew about an ongoing affair, but you didn't know about the side baby? Lies. So I think that's all just storyline and Leticia trying to save face. Tambra, I need more from Tamra upcoming episodes. I need more from Soguchi upcoming episodes. Don't really know who she is. Akeisha, to me, I think she has a lot in the closet that she's hiding. I think that we have yet to see the real Akeisha. I think she probably has a lot going on that she's trying to front about. Marie, to me, is just narcissistic and just, I don't know, fraudulent. Allegedly. You know, where there's smoke, there's fire sometimes, right? She's trying to use Latrice as a scapegoat, but it's not Latrice's fault that it came out that you might be doing fraudulent Medicaid stuff. It's not her fault. And you're trying to use her as a scapegoat because you're obsessed with her and you want to be her and you're kind of jealous of her. And it's very, very obvious. I love Latrice. I think she's super genuine. I think there's a deeper reason why she doesn't want to have a baby with her husband. Do I think Latrice is in love with Daddy or Zaddy, whatever she calls him? No. I think she loves him, but I don't think she's in love with him. I think, conspiracy theory, I think Latrice has a strategy and an exit plan. I think that she is going to use Daddy for what she can use him for, but I don't think that she sees Daddy as her forever person. I don't think that she sees Daddy as the person that she's going to ultimately end up with. I know they're married, but people get divorced every day. I don't think she sees him as her forever person. I think that she sees him for what she can get for the next few years, set herself up, and then be out. And then I think in her next marriage, I think she's probably going to marry someone much closer to her own age, who's way less controlling, and have a baby with him. That's what I think is going on with Latrice. I think Latrice is very smart. I think she's very strategic. I think there's a lot of issues with her daddy, which is gross to call. I mean, I feel gross calling her husband daddy. It's gross. I think she has a plan. I think she's like a Coach Shaw. She's like a Coach Shaw, or she's like a Coach Shaw, and she's like a who else is it? Coach Shaw. Yeah, I think she's like a Coach Shaw. There's somebody else we were talking about who was like that. I think they have an exit strategy. I think they're gonna get what they can get, do what they have to do, and it's that. Hey Vaca, are you coming back on later? Yeah, I'll do. I'm gonna do hot topics after this. I'm about to wrap this up because I said all I said about this, and then we'll do hot topics. Yay! All right, you guys, that was it for the Belle Collective Season 2, Episode 2. Again, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and share with a friend because a key is always better with community, you guys. And let me know, do you agree with my theories? Do you not agree with them? Put them in the chat box. If you're watching the replay, let me know what you think. And become a member. We're doing a lot of fun stuff over here. So I love you, Candy Canes. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you later. Bye.